Sorry about that. For some reason, Budgie Sting came on. Russ of the West Ham Network. Hope you're all safe and well. There we go. Little plug for Old School Hammers every Wednesday. Hope you're safe and well. It is match day and it is live as West Ham take on Aston Villa, informed side Aston Villa at the London Stadium. 2 o'clock kickoff. Of course, it is the Billy Bonds tribute game as well. There'll be lots of video packages and interviews with Billy's teammates, so it's going to be quite an emotional day as well. Good morning, Stephen. Hope you are well. Over there, you've got the Billy Bonds tribute, where fans have been putting flowers and scarves and stuff like that as well. It's a bit, again, when we was at Upton Park, there was a clear place to put stuff. So, in terms of the lower gates, whereas here it's a bit sort of, we sort of congregated the stuff there. But anyway, regardless of that, we play Aston Villa in what's going to be a very tough game today. Very tough game. Stephen thinks it's going to be a hard game. Happy either a draw. Yeah, me too. Apologies as well. My microphone's not working connected to my phone, so I'm doing it with my earbuds. So if it's not as crystal clear as usual, I do apologise. Don't forget to check out IP Vanish. There's a link in the description below if you want to get your VPNs, maybe watch the game on a different country. 83% off. Absolute bargain. Good morning from Germany to Alexander as well. It's going to be a tough game today. As I said, we had Ben from B6 and Beyond yesterday, and they've won something like 9 out of 10 games. The last 10, they've won the last 5 in the Premier League. They won on Thursday away to Basel, and as he said himself, they're not necessarily playing particularly well and still scoring, which is a great place to be really for a side. So it's going to be a really, really tough game. Question marks around Emi Martinez, whether he'll be available. I think he will be. I think he was rested more than anything. He had a bad back coming out the Brighton game a couple of weeks ago, but that's going to be a little bit frustrating. Bud on the buds indeed. Happy, I hope you're well. So I think they're going to be relatively full strength. I think they've only got Tyrone Mings and Ross Barkley out or something like that. We could welcome back almost a virtually fit side. There's Ollie Scars has been training with the first team following his shoulder injury, so hopefully he'll be back in the matchday squad. Obviously, it's the last game as well, the AFCON for the AFCONs. Probably say goodbye to Wan-Bissaka and Malik Diouf as well. So we need to squeeze every ounce out of them for this visit. And then we'll look at where we are next week. We're away to Man City next week, isn't it? Not a problem at all. What are we worried about? With our 2 recognised fullbacks gone. No problem at all. Apart from that, I think we've got a fully fit side by the sounds of it. Fabianski's bad back, still sort of troubling a bit, but again, not really an issue. He's sort of third choice. I think Mads Hermansen will be on the bench as our reserve goalkeeper. And it's going to be interesting to see what he does. Obviously for the Brighton game, we played a back 3. Does he play the back 3 today? I don't know. We're sort of at home, but we're playing against a very informed side. There's no doubt. Anton did a show, I think it was on Thursday, talking about the Nuno plan. And he highlighted the Newcastle game where we won 3-1, but we had something like 30% possession. And I think that could well be the blueprint for today, in all honesty. I agree with Stephen's comments in terms of a draw. If we can get a draw out of this game, I'll be very happy. If it just keeps that points tally ticking over, as before we just go into quite a busy festive break. Obviously, we play City, and then we've got a couple of home games in quick succession, the 27th and 30th, and then we're away on the 3rd, I think, or 4th, I can't remember. So there's going to be a lot of games and a lot of points to pick up, and obviously then we go into January, and then we'll see what happens. We're led to believe that the Monarch Collective 49% investment into the West Ham women is going to go through imminently, which does release capital for West Ham to spend over the summer, the January transfer window. We'll probably talk about it a little bit more tomorrow, because what that could mean. Because also, I don't know if it's coincidentally, but we have been linked to a lot of players in the last 24 hours. Whether that is a factor of knowing that we're going to probably have a little bit of money to spend now, or not, we'll wait and see. What we got here, let's get some comments. Agent is not sure where the positive has come from, but definitely have the belief in a good result today. Really, Gage? I'm not particularly confident, I'll be honest. And I am Mr. Confident, as you know. But I just know that, we know how good at the side Villa are. But they're not playing well, granted. There's going to be an emotional game pre-match, obviously. The fans are going to be up for it, saying goodbye to Billy properly. Obviously, we didn't really get a chance, really, to reflect. And there was more shock the last home game, when obviously the news came out in the morning that he passed away. Although, for me, it's an opportunity to celebrate the phenomenal career that was Billy and honour him. He's got a stand named after him, 799 first team appearances. He won cups with West Ham. One of the few to win sort of trophies playing for West Ham. Obviously promoted, as manager as well. And yeah, the fans always come out. We know the fans are going to come out. The fans are going to be singing his name, and they've had time. The fans have had, and the ex-players as well, have had time to reflect on the devastating news, and so it's going to be a celebration. It's going to be emotional, and hopefully the West Ham players can capitalise on that emotion and get the fans on board. Come out the traps early. Put sight on Villa, get the fans behind them, because I think this stadium can be hostile. And people don't remember the game, against like Sevilla. This stadium was hostile, and we were always going to win that game. You know what I mean? It's like there's certain games where if the fans get on board, and it's a two-way street, as I said. As I've always said, if I'm going to a comedy club, I'm not going to laugh if the comedian's not funny just because I've paid my money to go there. And that's the same here. If we can come out and get something and ride on the crest of the emotion that the fans are going to have, then there's a chance. There's always a chance when it comes to West Ham, as you all know. What we got here? We've got here. So me, Hammers will earn 3 points as Alexander. Well done. Ronda, hopefully some of you against Cash. Matty Cash is their player of the season at the moment. He is absolutely on fire. And the thing that worries me about Villa is the goals are spread across the side. There's about 3 or 4 players who have scored 3-4 goals. So you stop one, and I mean Matty Cash is like their second top goal scorer with 3. So it's going to be a really tough game. But Somerville, if he's playing and he's on it and he's pushing Matty Cash back and not letting him get forward, then that's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. I mean, it's Peter is personally optimistic about the result. What is going on, Peter Jones? He's taking his happy pills today. Ludders, Russ, is it cold? It's a nip in the air. I mean, for you, Ludders, always a big coat. Always a big coat. Yeah, it's. I mean, I've got a t-shirt underneath here, but I've got my jumper in case it gets a bit cold later on. But yeah, it's nippy. It's not freezing, but it'll get colder when the sun goes down as well. Cookie, hope you're well. Looking forward to today. Hope that Billy can inspire the team. Sing up, sing loud. Billy Bonds, Clapper Army, the greatest player of all time. My captain, this Cookie Monster. I think that's sentiment that a lot of people are taking on board. We'll walk and talk because I'm getting a wet arse here. We'll walk and talk, and I'll show you the Billy little tribute as well. As I said, it's slightly weird being at London Stadium now. Obviously, when players unfortunately passed at Upton Park, you could go to the Lar Gates and you could oh come on, wow, arse is well wet. And you could sort of pay your respects at the gates. I'm very optimistic about the result. Bloody hell, Peter. 2 happy pills for Mr. Jones today. But yeah, well, obviously at Upton Park, you had that sort of the Lyle Gates, which everyone could adore. I remember when Bobby passed away, and just you couldn't see the gates. So there's some nice some nice tributes here. You've got E13 with their 𝗪𝗏𝗦𝗧 𝗛𝗓. Nice. Lots of scarves, lots of flowers, lots of shirts of Billy's time. Some number 4 shirts as well. What's that one say? 6 foot 2 eyes are blue, Billy Bonds going for you. Yeah, very sweet. Some nice flowers there as well. You know, people have paid their respects to Billy, and obviously everyone will be paying their respects later on today. What we got here? Frog in the Well, good morning to you, Stefan. Tough one today indeed. Happy Emirates Villa are more than capable of hammering us. We need to. They certainly are. They certainly are. Happy Emirates. They're very. Although, as if you haven't gone to watch our preview with Ben from B6 and Beyond, he did say, you know, the trouble is we're not playing well. We haven't played well for a long time, but they're picking up wins. So you know, it's just that really frustrating. They're not playing well, but still winning. But you're totally right. I think you know, and I think you know, you look at someone. Obviously, in the summer they brought in a couple of guys we wanted, 𝗪𝗏𝗧𝗪𝗏𝗧𝗔, and they brought in Harvey Elliott. Neither really featured at all, you know. And 𝗪𝗏𝗧𝗪𝗏𝗧𝗔 has been a right sort of dud really, and obviously Harvey Elliott. The likelihood is he'll probably go back to Liverpool in January. Because he's not getting much minutes at all. He's not getting any minutes at all, really. And unfortunately, because of the way the Premier League works, he can't really sign for another club. Can't play for another club for the rest of the year now, until the close season. So it's a weird one, yeah. And obviously Buendia is absolutely on fire at the moment. You know, he's coming from nowhere. He was out on loan last year and was looking to go in the summer. But they are a very good side. A lot of positivity, but think we're going to be ripped a new one. What did he say? So prepared to win, did he say? So we'll probably win. Happy Hammers 89, hope you well as well. I think if we come away for a draw, I think that's a cracking result for us, in all honesty. You know, where we are and where Villa are and where they are in the momentum, and you know, we're building momentum. And you know, again, I know we lost sort of 2 points really at the weekend, but yeah, it's really you know, that Brighton still another point, you know, and it's ticking that board over. Martin says Villa have really turned the results around. They have. I mean, start the season now floundering in the bottom of the table really, and they really turned it on really. It's you know, it shows what's capable in this league. You know, if you put a little run together, a couple of wins, and you can really sort of make a big difference. And you know, particularly where we are at the moment, we go into the festive period where, realistically, you know, you got to think there's so many teams around us. A couple of wins in a row, and you could really make an impact. But it's where you're getting those wins is the problem. They started 3. What does it say? We've got here. Happy Emirates. They've started 3 players in Europe with their winning lineup against us. That's what squad left up. Indeed, totally. Thurm was on today, I think. We can win if Nuno goes to his default setting. Arsenal beating Wolves with 2 own goals. Yeah, but they still won, innit? That's the thing. And it's the mark of a good side, where they can not play well and still win the game. And if it's own goals and stuff like that, it's fortuitous. But luck, you make your own luck. You know, if you're building something and you're building confidence, luck follows you. It's really weird. And you know, it's like, yeah, me and my Potter job. You know, if you get a bit of luck with a sale comes through, 9 times out of 10, another one comes through almost immediately. It sort of breeds manifestation, and I think, you know, I don't think anyone realistically, the last 2 away games, thought we were going to get much out of United or Brighton away. You know, ironically, we should have probably come away with 6 points. We came away with 2, but I think some people would put us down for none. So, you know, I think those points will be vital come the end of the season. Martin's very true about putting a few. It is, and I think he just built momentum. And you know, the fact is, you know, the Liverpool game was crap here, but you know, off the back of that, 2 solid-ish performances away from home, a couple of points on the road. We played an informed Villa side, but you know, granted, a lot of those players might have played on Thursday as well. So we know from our exploits in Europe that game after the Thursday, we were always shit. And let's just hope Good day, Kieran, as well. Hope you're well, mate. Fortune's always all right. Down under looks very cold over there. No coats here, which your suburb, mate. So I hope you're all right. Nice to see you. Mark, Shop Winters. Mark, Kieran's here. Nice to see Kieran. Wolves played very aggressively, some dark arts, but gave them real unlucky. But they still lost, isn't it? That's the trouble. It's still lost, and they still only got 2 points. As I said, Wolves are down. I think it's 2 from about 5. But again, any of those sides put a couple of wins together, and anything happens. Mark's in the chat. Hope you're all mates. Wrap up warm. Obviously, you're fucking in Dubai as well. So there we go. Dubai, Australia. Fucking hell. Yeah, it's not too cold. Well, I am going to New York at the end of this for New Year's. It's going to be absolutely freezing. Ryan says, will there be any Christmas songs played today? I'm allowed to play a couple after the game. That's usually. I mean, I'd play the whole thing. I would play all day Christmas tunes, and maybe I might do if anyone goes to the game on Wednesday. We play Sporting Lisbon, the under-21s at the 𝗔𝗦𝗧𝗛𝗏 Construction Centre. I might just play Christmas songs all day that day. But today I will, because obviously it's Billy's Memorial Day game. So maybe I'd have played Christmas songs in November and put turkey, but I'd get told off. But I'll probably play Driving Home for Christmas at the end. Hopefully with a victory under our belts. Mark loves these live shows. Thank you, mate. Are you going to Nelson's today? I don't know if Simon's going to Nelson's today. Dubai Hammers. He's got the flu. He's got the man flu. So I don't know. I spoke to him yesterday. We had our family, our UK family Christmas party yesterday. My brother and his family, and my dad and his partner as well. So that's lovely. I love New York last year, win chilly, but still have the shorts. A good man, says Mark. I wouldn't doubt it anymore. I love New York. I haven't been back for a couple of years anyway, so it'll be nice. And yeah, we're going to. So I missed the Brighton game actually on the 30th. We fly out on the 30th, but there for New Year's. So an experience. Play the Christmas songs Wednesday, Russ. I will be playing Christmas songs all pre-match for the game against Sporting Lisbon at the 𝗔𝗦𝗧𝗏 Construction Centre. If you can get your ass down there, support the 21s. Yeah, should be a good game actually. Should be a really good game. Sporting Lisbon have got a decent. Sporting Lisbon B side. They've got a decent side. What are we thinking predictions, people, today? What are your predictions today? As I said, I think we're going to get as someone called it, a Mexican twin, a Juan. I can't remember who said that. It might be Martin, it might be someone. I think we're going to get Juan today. Or even Desmond. I think it's going to be a draw. Which of the kids do you think get their chance to stay? None. I don't think any get their chance to stay out, to be honest. I think it'll be everyone back. I think might have a couple on the bench, but I don't think anyone will get a chance today. He'll stick to type. But there is the options of bringing them on. You might see Kante on the bench. You might see. I mean, the fact is they didn't play since since the Colchester game. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to see. I think a few will be on the bench. Like George will be on the bench. Maybe I don't know. I mean, I think they'll probably on the centre half to be on the bench. I think he'll probably prefer on the centre half to be on the bench rather than Igor. Obviously, Igor didn't play the Brighton game, so he couldn't. I think we'll be drawing on them from next week onwards. So actually, on Wednesday, I think it'll be quite interesting to see which players aren't featured for the under 21s, because obviously with the AFCONs starting next week, we need a bit of cover. Ollie should be back in time for that. He's already training with the first team. So for the Man City game, it's probably going to be Ollie and Cole Walker-Peters and the two fullbacks. But all it takes is to knock one of them, and then we're up shit quick about a paddle, in all honesty. So we'll wait and see. I look forward to. I do like the academy. I do like watching the under-21s play. If he plays a team, and we all know he should, and let's play 3-0. Wow. Did you go to school in Hornchurch, Russ? No, I didn't actually. I lived in Loughton for the first 30 years of my life, and then I met my wife in and then moved to Romford and then to Hornchurch. No, I didn't go to school. Flo goes to school in Hornchurch, but I don't. I went to 𝗪𝗪𝗡 Foundation School in 𝗪𝗓𝗡. So yeah, not in Hornchurch now. In fact, I don't think I ever probably set foot in Hornchurch until I met Joe. You know, honestly, that's just me. Kira and Cookie having a good time to each other. Nice. I don't think while Kira's in the house, don't forget Old School Hammers every Wednesday night in the UK, 10 p.m. UK time. Gives all you guys in Australia and Dubai and people, it's a live show, sort of reasonably in your time zone. Actually, not for Dubai, but for the likes of Australia and stuff, definitely. A bit early in the day for the Dubai guys. At 2 o'clock in the morning, but anyway. Anton will be doing the watch along. We've got the Starting 11 show coming up as well. And also, don't forget, I'm looking at the guys, the Australian guys, the Dubai guys. If you want to watch a bit of UK, a bit of BBC telly over Crimbo, get your VPNs. ipVanish, 83% off if you use the download code. There's a QR code there. There's a link in the description. And you can get on board with that. 80% from our friends at ipVanish. What else we got? Everyone switch each other. And as I said, yeah, Anton will be doing the watch along, and I'll jump on, hopefully, having experienced a lovely victory at London Stadium against Aston Villa, against you at Emery side, and start having a good old chin wag with everyone else. It's I think 1-1 today. My fancy's for a draw. And again, it's not what we need, but it's keeping that ball ticking over, ticking that points. We might have a nick one. You never know. Stranger things have happened with West Ham, isn't it? Really, in all honesty, a lot of us are quite old in the tooth, long in the tooth, and we've seen games where we shouldn't have won, and we just win for some reason. And it might be one of those games today. Maybe Billy's looking down this and going to help us out with 3 points. It would be lovely. Dodgy VAR decision, I don't give a shit. I'll take it. A contentious VAR decision that should have been overturned, I don't care. I'll take it, particularly after last week. I'll take that. That'll do me. That'll do me nicely. And then next week, then after we'll do the review shows and all that type of stuff. And we'll start getting ready for Christmas, my friends. I've been ready since the 9th of November, but anyway, regardless of that. Sun's coming up. Beautiful. Looks lovely. Might stand in the sun and walk a bit if I go in. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. If you go to the game today, good. Yeah, wrap up warm. It is a bit nippy. It's a bit of a chill in the air, that's for sure. Particularly when the sun comes down a bit later on. I'm thinking second half. The sun won't go. Alex got the 3-1 West Ham, and he could find George on the score sheet. I think George may be on the bench today. He might be on the bench today. I mean, for me, if he's not going to play Falkirk at all, if Falkirk is not his man, then just give that space to someone else now in the squad rather than just put him on the bench for the sake of it. That's what, I mean, the other day, we did Falkirk in Tom for the last couple of games. We sort of had decent results. After their effort against Liverpool on the day he left us, I think the players are going to be running for a brick wall. I would hope so. Cookie Hammer. But that's for me when you want someone like Mark Noble or someone just in and around. I suppose they got they got likes of Mark Robson, Potsy, who played under Billy. That's what you want. You want someone like that just to conjure that up, just to paint a picture of what all this is about and what Billy meant to the club and what he meant to a high percentage of the fan base as well. Obviously, a lot of fans would know of him but didn't see him play. I never saw Billy play, but he was manager when I first started watching West Ham. So, and obviously, the impact of Billy. I'm fortunate enough to shake his hand once, and there was an aura around him, a definite aura around the man. And you get that with certain players. You get certain players in terms of having that aura. They could just walk into a room. I remember once Clive Best came down to London Stadium, and he walked in, and all the ambassadors just got up and just clapped and like stuff like that, and just the respect he commanded, you know, what he did for black footballers particularly, and obviously Billy, what he meant for West Ham. So you know, I mean, West Ham, you know, fans always respect their own, always treat their own in the highest esteem, and I think you'll see a very good crowd response to the news, and oh, bless me, crowd response to, you know, they've had time to process it as well. Villa have been unstoppable. Hopefully they have fatigued this week, but they haven't been playing well. That's the thing. That's what Ben was saying, the Oppo fan, the other day. Go back and check that out. We put it out on Saturday. So yeah, there is a glimmer of hope. But anyway, I will see you later, my friends. Take care. Stay safe. Stay warm. Don't forget to like the stream. Much appreciated. Also, don't forget to pick up your VPNs from ipVanish. It would help the channel out tremendously if you could download a VPN from them, because yeah, they're going to be our channel sponsors the next couple of months, and so show them some love, and because they're obviously showing us some love as well. And until next time, Kieran says we are massive. Have a good day, everyone. That seems a great comment to end on. Take care. Much love. See you later, potatoes. Much love. Bye bye.